When you're studying in the B- and C-Stufen, in the B1 or even in the B2 and C1, you will very often hear your teachers tell you that your language has to be according to the level, that you have to speak niveaugemäß. While it is absolutely true, many of us actually do not know where to start. What does it mean to speak niveaugemäß? Simply put, it means that your language, your expression, while you're speaking or writing, your language has to reflect all the various vocabulary topics or the grammar topics that you have learned in that particular course. Think about all the various grammar topics you learn in the B2 or in the C1. You learn topics like complex Nebensätze, not just the simple ones, but Nebensätze with dadurch, das or indem, Vergleichssätze mit als ob. You learn passiv and Passiversatzformen. You learn the subjektive Bedeutung von Modalverben. You learn the various forms of Konjunktiv 2. You learn Verb Infinitivschlange, and so on and so forth. And these are really complex topics. So while it is easy for us teachers to say that you should speak niveaugemäß, I know as well as you do that it is easier said than done. So what to do? Today I'm going to give you a very simple technique that will boost up your expression such that it starts becoming niveaugemäß. The technique is called raise your words. Raise your words. The idea behind this technique is that while all the different grammar topics that we spoke of from the higher levels are important, you don't need to use them right off the bat. So the technique involves you to keep the structure of the sentence very simple and raise your words. That means use higher words within that simple framework. The simple sentence structure can be subject, verb, and object if there is one, and maybe some extra information. Keep the sentence structure simple and keep using slightly higher and higher words within that simple framework. Let's look at an example to see how this actually works in practice. This is a sentence from the C1 textbook, Aspekte neu C1. You will find this on the page 205 of the textbook, where they give you the Auswertung of the Gesundheitscheck that they did in lesson 6. That goes like this. Besonders regelmäßige Bewegung und gesunde Ernährung halten Sie auch in Zukunft fit. You will see that this sentence actually has a very simple structure, but just by the choice of words, it comes across as being very refined and sophisticated. The very first question we ask in the analysis is, ये क्या हुआ? What is the main action? Was ist passiert? In this case, the main action is fit halten, to keep fit. The immediate next question is that comes to our mind, who or what is keeping whom fit? So what is the subject? Who is doing the action? In this sentence, we have two things as subject, Bewegung and Ernährung. So it is a plural. And that is why we are going to use the verb in the plural conjugation. So we get the sentence, und Ernährung halten fit. Now they have used adjectives for both the subjects. So for Bewegung, they say besonders regelmäßige Bewegung. And for Ernährung, they say gesunde Ernährung. Think of adjectives like the color of the walls. If you remove the color or if you change the color, it does not affect the structure of the house. The structure remains intact. Adjectives are also like that. They add a lot of color, but they do nothing to the basic structure of the sentence. Our sentence has become besonders regelmäßige Bewegung und gesunde Ernährung halten fit. Now the next question is, Whom are they keeping fit? What object of the verb? The object is you. They are keeping you fit. And because it's a formal text, we are using the word sie. So we get besonders regelmäßige Bewegung und gesunde Ernährung halten sie fit. This was the basic answer to the question, ye kya hua? What is the main action? Who is doing it? On whom? Now we get to ask the other questions from the song, kaise hua? Kab hua? Kyun hua? And we'll ask, kahan hua? In this particular case, we get the answer only to the question, kab hua? Or rather, kab hone wala hai? Because the answer is, auch in Zukunft. So just add that time information within the sentence and you get the sentence, besonders regelmäßige Bewegung und gesunde Ernährung halten sie auch in Zukunft fit. That's it. A very simple sentence structure, but the sentence does come across as being slightly complex because of the choice of words. The slightly higher words, slightly complex use of words within the simple sentence structure. Now it's your turn. When you try to speak or write, take a very simple sentence structure like subject, word, object and try to use slightly complex words within that structure. And automatically your language and expression will start coming across as niveaugemäß. Tell us, how did you find this technique? Tell us what would you like us to help you with more, and we would love to do a video about it. First up, put in the comments your analysis of complex sentences with simple structures. I'll see you around.